We're celebrating fall on Fox 43 News at 7, and we've traveled to Williamsburg to do so. We're at the Williamsburg Lodge, where a tradition continues to brew. We're talking about gingerbread and mulled cider. We're inside the Williamsburg Lodge, inside the kitchen, with a food and a beverage that is quintessential fall. Chef Rodney Deal here to show us how it's made. Thanks for letting us inside the kitchen.
Well, thank you for coming. This is comfort food. The nice warm smell of cider and spices.
You have to heat it.
You have to heat it. This will be 8 cups of apple cider, 8 cloves, some brown sugar. It's 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cinnamon stick, half a cup of lemon juice. This is fresh nutmeg, and you just shave a little nutmeg into it, and then we'll heat it up. Get it to a simmer, let it simmer for a few minutes. It dissolves the spices, gets them working.
The second part of this fall tradition, the gingerbread cookies.
Right. Gingerbread is an old colonial cookie that was made because it didn't take a lot of sugar, had a lot of spices, and it lasted forever once you made it.
And the smell that it leaves in your kitchen.
Right. And then when it's just another one of those comfort foods that you taste and you just think about, oh, okay, got to have gingerbread again. To make our gingerbread, start out with the 8 ounces of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of ginger, half a tablespoon of cinnamon, half a tablespoon of nutmeg, and half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then we'll cream that just for a minute. Once you've creamed the butter and the sugar, you add the molasses.
And how much molasses is that?
This will be 1 cup of molasses, and you usually want to use an all-sulfur molasses, and then a half a cup of evaporated milk.
Evaporated milk?
Evaporated
That's an unusual ingredient, right?
Right. Most recipes just call for milk, but evaporated milk just has that sweeter, heartier flavor. We're just going to cream all this together, and then we'll add the dry ingredients. Okay. And the dry ingredients we'll have 5 to 6 cups of bread flour. Oh. Everything in cooking takes its time, and this is one of those items that you can't rush it. But we do have dough already made.
Now, how long would that take?
That would take about a half hour to cream out.
Okay. And you add the flour, and then this is the result.
And this is the result. This is gingerbread dough.
So we're flouring the surface.
Flouring the surface so your dough doesn't stick.
Is there a sort of width you're looking for?
Right. You want to get it down to a point where you can just, this dough doesn't rise very much. So you get it down to just a little bit less than what you want to, how thick your cookie you want.
Okay. It is a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Just press into it, and then you pick it out, and then you just shake it out.
Uh-oh. There it is. Okay. Poor leg. I'm going to stick it back on.
And that's the nice thing about gingerbread dough.
Mash it together?
You mash it back together again.
Okay. Cool.
You egg wash them, and then you pop them in the oven and bake them at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. We have finished product.
So all you do is then you pipe icing around the outside.
This is little raisins I popped in for little eyes. And then the holes are so you can hang them up as Christmas ornaments. And the cider is done. So
take a bite of cookie and have our apple cider. And cheers to a new season, huh?
And Happy New Year.
Yeah, definitely. This is great. What a great flavor.